Okay, before I start the video and anybody asks, arthritis because the weather has been very cold and damp, old injury flare up, and hangnail gone wrong, but I'm fine. This is just gonna be my arm today. Hello Friendsies, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a new angle that I'm thinking I love. Do we love it? I think I love this angle. Usually we're over here. I was gonna say welcome to my bedroom floor. We've been here before. Usually we're over in this corner. You can recognize it, right? We're gonna be doing stuff to this shelf today, I think. Because if you've been here before, you know my bookcases. I did a whole video about my bookcases. One of them is broken. And I haven't been storing books on them because you can't see it. Of course, it's the one right off camera, but there's an additional bookcase that's this size off to the side. And because it's broken, I've been using it for all my K-pop bullshit. And I've acquired quite a lot of K-pop bullshit since I moved in August. So what was previously used for books has not been used for books. So this shelf specifically kind of just has like my K-pop calendars and like my knickknacks on it. I'm thinking we're going to take those off and put away some of the boxes of books that have just been sitting in my closet because I prioritize K-pop over books, mainly because I was sad that my bookcase broke. Anyway, I went to that book barn place in Connecticut that I always talk about, and I actually found books this year. But the problem is, I think some of them I already own, because usually we go with a list, but we forgot to bring the list this year, or we lost the list, something like that. We didn't bring the list this year, and I can already tell I have a thing on this side of my room. Same wall as the bookshelves, just this way, with stuffed animals, and the bottom shelf has books that don't fit on this bedside table that I haven't read yet, and I can already see one of them is one that I got at the book barn place. So we're gonna go kind of through things, and also I took out my box specifically with my Magic Treehouse books because I didn't even bother looking at Magic Treehouse because one, I think I own all of the main series, but then there's like the Merlin Adventures, and I don't fucking know what Merlin Adventure books I need. So this I'll probably do off camera and then like check in with you, but I'm gonna have to go through my Magic Treehouse books. Hold on, let me see if I can lift this with my arm hurting. That's all Magic Treehouse, baby. I'm gonna have to go through these and double check that I have all of them, first and foremost, and second of all, what Merlin Adventure books I have, and then like which ones I need. But that's gonna require me using my phone or my computer to be triple checking lists. So that's gonna have to be a me check in later thing. But for now, we're gonna go through. Actually, you know what? We're gonna do a little book haul as well. I'll show you what I got from the book barn. So this was nothing out of pocket. Actually, we paid $5 out of pocket because it's a place where you go, you bring books in, they check them essentially and decide if they want them. And if they want them, they'll offer you like however much money. And it's like a little debit card that you use to go to the 3 locations in the town. And then like you can just buy books that way. It's nothing out of your own pocket. Or you can take a check for like 10% off of like what they would have originally given you. I think that's how it goes. And we had like $200 something worth, and my mom like took a little bit of a check for like gas money and stuff, but then otherwise we had like $190 to spend. In between her, who gets bags of books every year, and me actually getting some luck this year and hitting a gold mine, we had paid $5 out of pocket. So I'm going to show you the books I got, and then we're going to do our organization, right? So I got Our Castle by the Sea by Lucy Strange. Look how pretty that is. England is at war. Growing up in a lighthouse, 12-year-old Pet's world has been one of storms, secret tunnels, and stories about sea monsters. I'm not going to read the rest of it, but like, it just looked beautiful, right? I got The Taking of Jake Livingston, which has been on like my reading list for like for forever, by Ryan Douglas. Fear Will Find You. Let's see. Living in two worlds is exhausting, and no one knows this better than 16-year-old Jake Livingston. His working-class, diverse neighborhood is a far cry from the world of St. Clair Prep, where he is one of the only black students constantly at the mercy of racist teachers and peers who don't understand him. Again, not going to read the rest of the synopsis. We don't have a lot of time to be doing this video, but this has been on my reading list forever. So I'm glad I finally was able to get it. And usually, this was $5 at the Book Barn. The most my mom and I have ever paid for like a book, I think, was like $10. And again, that's off of their little debit card. Sorry, my eye is like itchy. This isn't a book, this is a freaking DVD, and it was only $1. I got fucking Reading Rainbow Desert Life. Hello? And they had a whole shelf of like Thomas the Tank Engine, and what was the other one? It was Thomas the Tank Engine and something else. But like Reading Rainbow, are you fucking kidding me? I loved Reading Rainbow growing up. What do we get? Baker's Magic. I don't think this is mine. Oh, it is actually. Baking has its own magic bee, makes it more magical. It also doesn't have like a description. Just has reviews. Baker's Magic is a delicious fantasy filled with endearing characters, thrilling adventure, and the unique magic was the icing on top. I don't know if this was mine or not. I'll have to double check with my mother. I got The Prince and the Dressmaker. This was $5. Hold on. Oh, I can take that off later. Paris at the dawn of the modern age. Prince Sebastian is looking for a bride, or rather his parents are looking for one for him. And I've read, who is this by? Jen Wang. I've read a lot of books similar, and this has always been one that I've kept my eye on. So Prince and the Dressmaker. I got The Skull by John Klassen. Did we say who? Baker's Magic is by Diane Zoller, but again, I don't know if this was mine or not. I forgot that I didn't read the title. We got The Skull, again, another one that's been on my list. This is an old story. It is about a girl named Attila who runs away. It is also about a house in the woods and a skull who lives there and a secret the skull has, and the night that Attila finds out what the secret is. I love that I was actually able to find ones that I wanted this year. I feel like some of these are my mother's. Nope, I think all of them are mine, but I don't remember grabbing Baker's Magic. I got A Wish in the Dark by Christina Soontornvat. I don't think I said that last name right, so I sincerely apologize. A Boy on the Run, a girl determined to find him. All Light in Chitana is created by one man, the governor, who appeared after the Great Fire to bring peace and order to the city. Okay, exciting. I got this thing. It's an Alice in Wonderland thing. Also, I need to like run over a lot of these covers with just like a wet wipe but I got this Alice in Wonderland thing. And like, if you don't know, Alice in Wonderland is like my favorite story from childhood. I have an obsession with all things Alice in Wonderland. Okay, well, Alice is falling everywhere. Yeah, like some of these are like kind of dirty. So I just want to give them like just a little rub. Like, I don't know exactly what this is, but I saw it and it was only $1. And they pop out, and we have Alice, the Mad Hatter, the White Rabbit, we have a dodo bird, and we have a card. That's not a card guard because it's one of the painters, but we have this thing. I have the Willowberries by Lois Lowry, but I know I can see that I have a different copy of the Willowberries already, so this one has to go off to the side. Because I don't need 2 copies. I've never read it. I don't even know if I like it that much. I have Rose. Oh my god, of course. It's very Mike Wazowski. Her face is blocked off by the price, but it's by Holly Webb. Let's see. How would you know if you were special? Mr. Fountain's grand mansion is a world away from the dark orphanage Rose has left behind. Ooh, Rule of Rose, anybody? Traumatized lesbian orphans killing each other? Anybody? These are ones that I have to double check. So I got I got more than one. I got 3 of the Witch series, The Power of Fire, The Disappearance, and The Light of Meridian. I know I have some of these, but I don't know which ones I have, but I always try to grab them because I loved the Witch series when I was little. So, got 3 of those. And then this is not one that I need to double check, but I just like need to hold on to. I have the original, I think I may have gone on this tangent before, but there's a series called Pixie Tricks by Tracy West, and there is new artwork, just like there's new artwork for Jewel Kingdom, but I want the artwork from my time when they were first published and came out. So I have Pixie Tricks by Tracy West. I have 1, 5, 7, and 8. Those are the ones that were available. I already have a set of these. My sweet mother was able to find them a couple years ago. I saw them and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to get another set and I'm going to try to get like the full series because that beautiful set that's like shiny and new is mine. That's for me. But I have this thing where I kind of collect clothing and books sometimes and like sometimes little toys for my future child that may or may not exist one day. And you know what? If they don't end up existing, that'll be something I deal with later. But for now, these will be like my child's copy. And you know what? Because kids are just messy sometimes. And not that I like condone destroying books in any way, shape, or form, but sometimes kids rip pages and sometimes kids color in pages. And you know what? If my kid messes up these pages and doesn't have any more Pixie Tricks books because they, you know, went through and kind of messed them up, that's going to be their problem because the other ones are mine. You feel me? And then I got, what else did I get? I got Moon Flute by Audrey Wood and illustrated by Dawn Wood. Like, this one's like fucking filthy. But like, look how pretty that looks. I have other books that are, I haven't read this. I didn't even really flip through it. I just like saw the pictures and was like, yeah, I'm taking it. The glare, beautiful pictures. Anyway. So yeah, this is like, those are the ones that I need to kind of wipe with a wet wipe. I also got the Flower Alphabet book by Jerry Pollotta, illustrated by Leslie Evans. This is gorgeous. And again, this is one that like, yes, I enjoy, but this is one too that I was like, yeah, I would fuck with this, like reading it to one of my children. H is for Hollyhock. Young children in the olden days like to make dolls with hollyhocks. I is for Iris. See, just like gorgeous shit. And this one too, it just needs like a wipe on the edges. And what's this one? I think this is our last one. This is our last one. The Fairies of Spring Cottage. And like, look at that little creature. Wendy Froud and Terry Windling. And I loved this because it was very like, it's giving I Spy, it's giving Labyrinth, Jim Henson, Dark Crystal. Like, look at that. It's giving Return to Oz. Like, I'm obsessed with it. So, that's the haul. I think the Witch and Pixie Tricks books are in the second box. But what we have on the top of this box is Snot Girl. I forgot about these. I don't even have the full comics, like, run. I have up to book 10. I gotta get the rest of these. This is like the only comic I own because it's the shit. But yeah, I have all of those, which is crazy. I don't know where to like put things so they're not in my way because now I'm just surrounded by things. Also, do we like this angle? Because I think I kind of fuck with this angle. I think it might be nice to switch up between the bookshelf and here. And then once I decorate up there, if I decorate it all, we'll see. It depends on when we have to move. But that's besides the point. I don't know if you guys have ever seen these books. I have the full Samantha series, American Girl. She was always my favorite. Her and Nellie, I fucked with. Oh, okay. I found my witch books. I found them. Now, I have, I think, a mix between, because I have part 1, the 12 Portals, the graphic novel volume 1, and I don't know how many of the books this one does. But, like, I have the graphic novel, which is dope. I'd have to go through and read, like, the chapter books to then be able to determine. And then I have 1 through 4 and then 6, 7, 8. So I don't think I need any of the witch books I got. That's such a bummer. That stinks. They were all only $1, but still. See, I already have these, the Pixie Tricks books. These are like brand new and shiny because my mother bought them for me. The Wicked Wizard, the Double Trouble Dwarves, Sporty Sprite. I loved that one. The Angry Elf, the Halloween Goblin, the Pet Store Sprite, the Greedy Gremlin, and the Sprite Secret. So now what do I have in comparison? There's 8 books. I have 4 of the 8. That's pretty fire. I need 2 to 4 and then 6 for possibly my future child. So we're on the right track. What else is in here? I have Jewel Kingdom. I don't know how many Jewel Kingdom books there are. I think technically 13 because this is the super special one, but then they never did any books after this. And this kind of ends on a cliffhanger. So that's bullshit. But yeah, I have 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11. Wow, I need so many. And these are like, I found a lot of these at the Book Barn, but it's still not, it's still not enough. Is this even the right artwork for that one? I think so. No, I think this artwork is a little bit newer than like the rest of them. It's not quite the same publishing, I think. Yeah, because you'll be able to tell. Oh, these still have like library stickers on them. Oh my god, that's crazy. I never noticed that before. Yeah, that still has library stickers on them. I'll have to take those off. But yeah, I think you can tell by the spine, these are all the same, and then this is like a slightly different publishing. So that's a bit of a bummer, but that's okay. I will survive. What are these? Oh, my 2 little weird, the Princess Tales. I saw these. I saw a different one, but the Princess Test and the Fairy's Mistake. These have been 2 of my favorite books my entire life. This is Princess in the Pea, and this is one where it's 2 sisters. One of them is nice and one of them is bad, and they get blessed or cursed. But it's like the opposite of who should have what. You know what I mean? It's good. And I never remember which Spiderwick book I need, but I do need Spiderwick. So that's kind of a bummer. I didn't need any of those witch books, and I thought I was like having like a real find. I thought that I was like winning finding those, which sucks. Welcome to this corner of my room now. Same thing. We're usually here. We're just usually down there. I have to be very careful not to hit any of my Monster High dolls because that would just ruin the tour. But I have 2 boxes, almost fell over, down here of like regular books, not like my like kid books, that I need to put on a shelf, I think. This just had knickknacks on it. But I think I need to put them on a shelf so that I can actually do the reading project that I talked about doing, where I was going to go through all of my books and read them and decide what I'm going to keep and what I'm not going to keep. So then I can start reading the books that are on that bedside table and over there under my stuffed animals. Why do I always forget the word for stuffed animals? So it's dark over here. We're just going to have to bear with it because I got to go through my boxes and do them in alphabetical order because that's just the way I am. These are A to H right now. And then these are the graphic novels. So they're separated. And also the way these bookshelves are built, don't talk to me about it. I know. The dream is that one day, whenever we move, I will get new bookshelves that aren't broken and scuffed on the sides. And we will fix them. We're also going to do another part of this. I forgot to like say it in the beginning of the video. We're going to go into my creepy little closet, and anything that is still in boxes, we're not going to leave in boxes. We're going to put in like plastic totes that we have. Because we did see, I mean, we live near like woods now more so than we ever did before. And we have seen some silverfish in the house. And I would rather my books not get, you know, because apparently, if you didn't know, silverfish like dry paper. Not so much cardboard, paper specifically. So you'll find them in like libraries a lot. Or in my house, where between me, my mom, and my brother, we're basically running a library. So Everything that's in boxes, like I'll go through the Magic Treehouse stuff, but like everything that's still in boxes, including I have a box of just my like box sets, which is like my Percy Jackson paperback series, and I have 2 separate box sets of the Chronicles of Narnia because those are like books that I grew up with and they are like super important to my childhood, and I would again like to read them to my child one day if we decide we're having one. Oh goodness, I showered last night. You think my hair wouldn't look so crazy? Anyway, yeah, that'll be the end of the video, but for now I need to put the regular books on this bookshelf. Is that a mark on my bookshelf or is that a mark on the camera? I can see like a little black dot like here, but it might be a camera thing. Anyway, I gotta start digging because I don't remember which one of these boxes is the correct alphabetical order. I found the correct alphabetical order. So it goes from Cackle by Rachel Harrison to The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton. And then fucking when Zachary Beaver came to town. We will be rereading everything that's on here. Because some of these I have not read since I was like 14. So we might need a refresher. This is also one of my favorite books of all time. It's Zombies versus Unicorns. And it is, I don't have the dust jacket because the dust jacket was like a half thing and it used to annoy the shit out of me. But it is, well, Justine Larbostier, probably not saying that right, and Holly Black are the main authors, contributors, but essentially it's different stories written by all of these authors about zombies and unicorns. And it's like deciding which one's better, essentially. What year did it come out? Because that's really gonna make you understand why this book exists. (2010). So yeah, it's it had Holly Black, so of course I had to grab it. She's my favorite author. But it's got all of these like zombie and unicorn stories, and some of the zombie stories are like very sweet and cutesy, and some of the unicorn stories are like absolutely horrifying. I love it because the zombie stories are not fucking like depressing apocalypse bullshit. I hate apocalypse bullshit. There's a joke there somewhere, but you don't need to know about it. Don't worry. This isn't out of the ordinary. I don't feel like it's something I really need to point out, but I do. You will see on my bookshelf that there is a mix of hardcover and paperback books, but there seem to be more hardcover. I think this comes from growing up poor and poverty and all that. I would prefer to have everything hardcover. If it comes in hardcover, I would prefer to have that. It just feels like there's more longevity to it, so there will be times maybe in the future that I get a hardcover book and replace one of these. There's some that I have 2 versions where I have a hardcover and a paperback, like this book, Secret of Platform 13 by Eve Ibbotson. Yep. I have both because this is the one I had like when I was a kid and I don't want to get rid of it. And then this is like the newer version of it. So it, you know, it feels more safe. But yeah, there's some that like I'll never get rid of because it's just more important to me to have this copy, but then this one feels safer. You know what I mean? There's an additional box in front of me and I don't remember what it is. The box on the floor in front of me has my Calico Critters in it. Crisis averted. The problem with having a bunch of broken shit in your room is when you put things in piles and go, I'll fix that later. They get in the way of each other. I'm not a tote bag girly, but I am now that I'm like into K-pop. I don't know why, but I have this one that was made by kids that I like low-key adopted in my theater program in high school. And then I have a Queer Day, and I have Chan and Sungmin on it. Bark Racha. The box down here has my paperweight bookend. Same thing, right? Oh, it's also got a lot of other stuff in here. Jesus. Oh, thank God. It's right at the top. I didn't want to have to deal with all that. But yeah, see, it's a moon. It goes with my star. Bookshelf is good. I just have to start now actually reading these instead of continuing to check out books from the library, because that's my new problem. I told myself I'm not going to buy any books until I do this reading project, right? And all the books I'm getting from the library that I like, well, all the books I'm reading from the library I write down anyway, but the ones that I like I plan on purchasing at some point. And I'm like, I'm not going to do that until I've cleaned out all of the stores of books. The problem is I keep checking out books from the library. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 here. 5 in this pile of library books. There's 4 more over there. So if you're wondering, because I was going to do like a 6-month check-in, so that's not till like September, October. Don't know how the reading project's going that I made a whole video about. It's not going well because I haven't actually touched the ones on my bookshelf. I've only been reading library books. So all that's done. Are there books in this one? I fear the things that are in this box on the bottom shelf of here may also have to come out. But right now, that's where all my purses go. Oh my god, and there's a bag with stuff in it. There's bags with books in it. Like my Hyrule encyclopedia and stuff. I'll come back at some point. I will check in before the end of the day, but I need to do some problem solving in mathematics, I think. And I can't do that on camera because it's embarrassing. And I need my phone to look stuff up, so I know in editing time it'll be like seconds, but like while you wait for me, go get a snack. It's significantly later. I forgot that I was gonna do a check-in even though I told you I would. So this is done. We know this. There something else was added here. That's clean now. Not clean, but like the totes are gone. There were more books in those totes than I thought, and I forget that the way I'm filming right now, you're not gonna be able to see. Hold on. It's dark in here. Hi, Nugget. My neighbor's dog is barking like crazy. How do I film this? This is all Magic Tree House and all the other ones, and then there's more books and knickknacks. Hello, Goku. This is a dictionary. In here. Calico Critter. Okay. Let me turn this off. My poor cat. Hi, sweet girl. Okay, I turn it off now. But yeah, you guys will have seen by now. I'll like insert better pictures and like video clips. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for joining me for this fun little adventure. Did we like the angle of me sitting on the floor with like those in the background, but like with my bed in the background? Did we like that? Let me know in the comments. I have to still do my list. We found the list, by the way. Did I tell you guys that? We found the list of like what we need. This is incredibly outdated. But like Spiderwalk book 6, I still need that. I need to fix all the Magic Tree House books. The Witch books are accurate. I'm not doing the same Percy Jackson things I have on here. It's a nightmare. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed. I forgot to do a send-off, so enjoy this really bad one now. Bye!